There are 10 things that I don't buy that saves me over $10,000 a year compared to what the average American spends on these 10 items, and I don't even miss them. You might be surprised by what these 10 are. I'm going to show you all 10 alternatives I use instead and how much they can really save you. First up is random Amazon purchases. Amazon Prime members on average spend $1,170 a year. Those who are not Prime members spend about $570 a year. So those who are not Amazon Prime members spend about half of what those who are Prime members spend on Amazon every year. So that's one thing that I've cut out, is not being a Prime member, and I try my best to not shop Amazon. I've seen in my own life how when I am an Amazon Prime member, I tend to spend more on Amazon. And I think part of it is just that it's convenient. It's something that's really easy. They make it so easy for you to buy that you just get sucked into that ecosystem of buying via Amazon. What about you? Are you an Amazon Prime member? Do you notice that you tend to spend more when you are an Amazon Prime member? Is this something you're willing to give up? You might be able to save up to $1,000 or even more depending on your Amazon spending habits. Okay, before I go any further, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Natasha. I'm a money coach. I help people to save, pay off debt, and work towards financial independence. My goal is to help 100 families each year. So if you want to be one of those 100, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Moving on to number 2. Beauty items. I'm thinking perfume, makeup, facial cleansers, and the like. Now, the average American spends about $166 on perfume, according to a report that came out by Nielsen IQ earlier this year. I've never really been a big fan of perfume, so by not purchasing it, I save $166, maybe even more depending on what you are buying. For instance, I looked up Auntie Tab's perfume, her business. I noticed that one bottle of it costs $110. If I need to buy 2 or 3 bottles a year, I'm paying upwards of $200, $300 per year on perfume alone. I'm also not one to wear makeup. My mom never wore it. I never wore it. I did try it when I was younger a little bit, but I didn't really care for it. So makeup, not a thing on my list of things to buy. Makeup, facial cleansers, all of that stuff, they're not things that are important to me. By not purchasing those items, I'm saving at least hundreds of dollars a year. Number 3 goes along with beauty items, and it is hair. I do not pay for the hair salon. Sometimes I'll go maybe once or twice a year in order to get a haircut, but it's not something that I'm doing every 6 weeks like I did when I was growing up. Growing up, I was in the chair every 6 weeks to get a perm, and honestly, I think we may have gone every 2 weeks outside of that to get our hair washed. So that's something that's not a part of my budget, not something that's important for me to spend on. I take care of my own hair. I know just going to the salon once can cost me upwards of $200. So if I'm doing that every 6 weeks, then I'm going to pay at least $1,000 across the course of the year. Number 4 is seasonal fashion items. I'm not doing a spring haul, summer haul, fall haul. I don't need to replace my clothes just because it is a new season. I am typically wearing the same thing I wore in the last season, unless it's holy, it's worn out, and I need to replace it. Honestly, most of the time, if you catch me Monday through Friday, I've got my work uniform on, which is my Money with Confidence t-shirt and a pair of jeans or shorts. And then outside of that, I'm wearing typically the same 1 or 2 shirts that I like to wear on the weekends. So I'm not someone who is dressing to impress in many occasions. Yes, I do have clothes to wear if I'm going out somewhere, but I don't need to replace those on a monthly basis or on a spring, summer, fall basis, nothing like that. I have opted out of being the fashionista. And one other thing, so many of us have so many clothes already. You literally could shop your closet and have the best outfits already with what you already own. So highly encourage the shopping of your closet, seeing if you can step away from buying clothes every time it is a new season. This could save you hundreds of dollars a year, maybe even into the thousands, depending on how much you like shopping. Number 5 is delivery apps. I read that Americans tend to spend about $1,500 a year on delivery, food delivery alone, which I thought was insane. But I know the other day, Damien came to me and was like, hey, we should order some food and get it delivered. I am always going to be like, nah, we got food at home, or we can make it ourselves. We can go and pick it up instead of getting it delivered, because I looked into the app and the delivery fee alone was $13.99 or $14.99. And then on top of that, you still have to pay a tip for the delivery driver. So on top of the meal that I've already ordered, I'm going to have to pay another full meal cost because I'm paying this delivery fee plus I'm paying a tip to the driver. So using food delivery is not something that I'm doing. I am opting out of that so that I can save on those expenses. This could save you up to $1,500 a year if you are spending like the average American when it comes to using food delivery services. Number 6 is a gym membership, which used to cost me about $1,200 a year. I've seen this be up to $199 a month, which is about $2,400 a year. So depending on what gym you are using, you may be paying thousands of dollars in fees to have a gym membership. Personally, I find that YouTube had everything I needed once I canceled my gym membership. I love several channels: Grow with Joe, Kiara Lachey, Pop Sugar, Juice and Toya, Masi Arias, Tony Mitchell. Those are some of my favorites that I would use when I was using YouTube to provide my gym membership services. About a year ago, Damien and I upgraded so that we have an in-home gym set up, which I absolutely love, so I don't have to go to the gym. So now I have paid for that once and I don't need to pay for it again because I've got the gym right here in my own home. Number 7 is a phone upgrade. I'm keeping my phone for several years. I'm not upgrading it every 1 to 2 years. These phones are so powerful and they are so great. They don't need to be upgraded every 1 to 2 years. And that's saving me hundreds of dollars a month by not adding on a new phone every 1 to 2 years. I use hand-me-down phones. Let me show you this. This phone right here, it's an iPhone 14. It's the phone that I use right now. It was a hand-me-down from my husband. My husband is an iOS developer, so he often has iPhones that he's using to do testing on. This one here, got it from him, not brand new. I didn't buy it. This other phone here is my business phone, also an iPhone. Again, got it from him. I didn't buy it, and it's not something that I had to pay for. It was a hand-me-down phone from him after he stopped using it for the work that he does. So I don't even pay for my phone oftentimes. I'm trying to think back, when did I even purchase a phone last myself? It's been a while, but even if I weren't purchasing a phone, I would hold on to this phone until it dies, until I just cannot hold on to it any longer. That's just the type of person I am when it comes to certain things. So phones, upgrading those is not something that I'm paying for. This could save you hundreds of dollars, especially if you're paying that monthly subscription to pay for it. That could save you hundreds of dollars a month or more in a year. Number 8 is home decor. I am not one to buy home decor like the seasonal pillows or seasonal hand towels or decorations for the walls. That's just not something that is important to me. I'm okay with my home not looking like it's out of a magazine. I just want it to be relaxing and comforting to me. So you're not going to find me buying these things on a quarterly basis or a yearly basis to decorate the home and make it look nice. Whatever is here now is good enough for me. So home decor, that can save me hundreds of dollars a year by not purchasing home decor. And that can save you as well if you choose to scale back on the home decor. Number 9 is car purchases. The average car loan is over $700 for a new car and over $500 for a used car. Over $500 times 12 across the course of a year is over $6,000. And for the payment that's over $700 times 12 over the course of a year is over $8,400. There is so much you could do with over $6,000 or over $8,000 a year if you don't have that car payment. So that is something that I am not going to be buying on a yearly basis. I'm going to buy my car and I'm going to try to keep it for 10, 15, 20 years. And the money that I'm not spending on a monthly car loan or a monthly car lease is going to go to investing for early retirement. Number 10 is impulse or pressure buys. I know you've seen it. Only 2 left, 10 minutes left to buy this. They are pressuring you into buying something based on there's only a few items left or there's only a little bit of time to get this deal. And that can really play on your psyche. And I know it can play on mine because I'm like, oh, I've been thinking about getting this thing. Should I buy it? It's on sale right now. This seems like a good deal. And even if it was something that I wasn't intending to buy, if it seems like a good deal, it can play into my psyche and to make me think that I need it. And they know exactly how to target us. It's why we're spending even more and more and more, because they know what to do to play psychology against us. So instead of buying right away when I see something, I am waiting 24 hours, I'm waiting 48 hours, I'm waiting 72 hours to see, is this something that I still want? Is it something that I really need? And then I'm gonna make that purchase decision myself versus being influenced to buy it at that time when I first see it. There you have it, 10 things that I don't buy in order to save over $10,000 a year. You can see on the screen how this affects my budget every single year. What about you? Is there something that you have stopped buying in order to save money? What have you chosen to not buy? Leave it in the comments. I'd like to know, and I'd love to see you in the next one.